one-step equations, two-step equations, multi-step equations, and now we're going to solve equations that have variables on both sides. Tomorrow we'll talk about word problems. All right. Variables on both sides. So what happens if I end up with an equation, and I'm just going to jump down to that example number 1, and then I'll give you the steps on how we solve them. Number 1 on the page we're on says 5y minus 8 equals 3y plus 12. Okay. I've seen several of you doing this, and I'm thinking you must have had a teacher that taught you to solve this way. Take your, it might be a good idea for us as well. My gosh. Why is it doing this? There we go. Take your pencil and just draw a line like this so that as we do this. Is that how y'all learned it? Okay, Samik, stop. Samik. No, take the hood off. All right. Our steps, see up at the top it says steps to solve? Yes? Our first step. Get all the variables same side. Okay? Now, this goes up at the top for step 1, but we're going to jump down here and do it in example 1 together, okay? So, all the variables on the same side, right? Which one do you think is the easiest to put? Because there's 2, right? There's this one and there's this one. Which one do you think is the easiest to move? Why? It's the smallest. Always move the smallest. It's going to make your life easier, okay? Always move the smallest. Yep. Steps to solve, step 1. And then we're doing the example down here with it. I'm just showing you how these steps are corresponding to the example that's there. So these are the steps, and this is example 1. All right. Now we said we're going to move the smallest one. The 3y y'all said was smaller, right? So if I need to get this over here, if I ever cross this line, what does that mean? Did your teacher teach you this way or no? How did she use the line? Oh, okay. If you ever have to cross that vertical line, that means you're doing the opposite to get it over there, right? So to get this 3y over there, I have to subtract it from both sides. Okay? It cancels on this side. What's 5y minus 3y? 2y. Nothing's happening to the 8, right? So I just bring it down. Anything that's still there, just bring it down. 3 y's are canceled. Bring that positive 12 down. Just so you can see, that's the equation line. If I have to cross over that, I just take that off. It don't matter. It ain't. The rule's not as long as you're doing good, you can have your hood on. Thank you, Max. All right. Step 2. Step 2. Step 2 is to solve, right, Max? Max, what's the first thing we do when we solve? What do we look for first? What's being done to the variable, right? Before that, though, addition, subtraction. Remember, whenever I'm solving, I'm going backwards in this order. I'm going STADMAP.
Yeah, my legs don't work right now. Yeah.
Anybody else? Does everybody have first? All right, second, so you want it. All right. Samik, what do you see that's being done to the variable y that I need to do first? If I'm doing this order, what? No, don't ask her what it is. You tell me. What comes first, Samik? What comes first? What's this stand for? No, you can do this. What's the A and the S stand for? Samik, come on. What's the A and S stand for? Okay. So how do I get rid of subtracting something? You add. What am I adding? No, look at it. Look at it. What am I adding? Look at it. Where else am I adding it? Where else am I going to add it? At 12. Tell me what's left on the left side of the equation. 2y. What happened to the 8? What about the other side of the equation? What do you get? You get 20. Oh, never mind. All right. What comes next, Samik? You're on a roll. Keep it going. You did this one. What comes next? Multiplication and division, right? So what do I do? What's being done here? Read this. 2. What's the operation in the middle? 2 what, y? Times y. So what's the opposite of times? Divide. So I'm dividing by what? I'm dividing by what? 2. It's 2. And if I divide on this side, I got to divide on this side, yes? So y. Yeah. No, skibbity toilets in here. All right, let's do another one. Look at number 3. 7k equals 3k minus 36. What'd you do first? Tell us what you did first. Why did you subtract the 3k and not the 7k? That's right. I always want to move the smaller one first. Yes? Say yes, because that's right. All right. Somebody left that door open. Y'all trying to get me in trouble again. Maybe he can always come, but today's not the big day. What is set max? What's 7K minus 3K? That's right, 4K. 4K equals, what happens on this side? These cancel, what's left? Negative 36. Yes? Right. Trevor, what do you do now? There's only one thing left to do here. What is it? That's exactly right. Put a 4. So what are you doing when you put the 4 under there? What's it called? Dividing. If I do it over here, I need to do it over here. What is negative 36 divided by 4? Negative 9. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you already worked it and we were just going over it. We're getting increasingly harder. You ready for the next one? All right, here we go. Let's see how to do this one more time. Number 5. I'll move it over. I heard subtract. What do y'all think? I think we might should add it because right now it's being subtracted, right? So to counter that, I'm going to add it. So if I add it here and I add it here, because I need to keep what goes together, right? Thank you. 11 comes down, right? That's right. So look, the 11 is still there, right? It drops down. What is negative 1 plus 6? Positive 5. I'm 1 foot in the hole, but then I come up 6 feet. How far up am I? 5, right? Positive 5. Now come over to the other side. 51. And what's negative 6m plus 6m? They cancel each other out, right? Now I'm in an easy one-step scenario. Yes? You got a different way? What'd you do? Did you move the... Did you? That's okay. It's not wrong to do it that way. It just, usually you end up with a negative if you do it that way. And you have to divide like a negative by a negative or something. And that's fine. That's right. Right, Sami? What do we do next? Jose just told us what we do next. What do we do? What you think we do? What you think we do, Sami? Same question I asked you on the last one. Look here. What do I do first? What does this stand for? Okay, so which one do I need to do? 11. What do I do with the 11? Uh-huh. If I minus it here, what does this side become? What? Those cross out. That drops down, yes. What's left on the right side? 40. That's exactly right. That's okay. Now what do I do? Divide by what? 5. Because that's my multiplication division. What does m equal? Yes? Easy? Let's crank it up a notch.
No. No.
Oh my gosh. We're going to do 7, 9, and 11 together, and then I'm going to have you go through and do the evens on your own. Look at number 7. Nia, did you get it? Can you help your friend out? Or she couldn't help you anymore if she was picking up your pencil and writing it for you. All right, look at number 7. I got a problem with number 7. What is it? So, I should have told you this to begin with. Go back to your steps, and at the very top of the steps, you know how you got step 1? Above that, add a step that says simplify each side first. Everybody sees where I'm writing on this? Simplify each, guys. Simplify each side first. That's what we're doing right now, okay? So now look at this problem. You need that back? Oh. All right. Listen, I cannot just move variables just yet, right? Do you see why, Smeek? Do you see why I can't just move them right now? Why? I got those parentheses, right? I need to simplify both sides first, then I can worry about moving them. How am I going to simplify this side? Distribute, multiply, right? Take that to everything. So as we do this, what do I get here? What's 3, Dustin? What's 3 times 6p? 18 what? P. I'm sorry. How about here? Minus 3. All right. Everything else stays the same. I called first, seconds, and thirds. Yes, you was. All right. Look. Everybody look. What now do I need to do? I got variables on both sides. What's my step? Subtract what? Which one am I going to? Y11. It's the smallest one. So if I move 11, look at the left side. Max, how many P's do I have left on the left side? 18p minus 11p. 7 p's, right? 18 minus 11? Oh. No, like the number in front, yeah. All right, the 3 drops down, yes? So minus 3 equals. What happens on my right side? This is gone, right? And I just have, that's right. All right. Let's keep it going. What do I do now? Add 3. Somebody said add 3. I absolutely agree. Add 3. All right, be very careful. Listen, be very careful. Use your calculator if you need to. Samik, shut your mouth. There may not be any more up there. Use Desmos on your computer. Yeah, because that's what they'll have on the EOC. Negative 45 plus 3. So I got 7p on this side, and I got negative 42 on this side. Okay? Now what do I do to get p by itself? Divide by 7 on both sides. What does p equal? Negative 6. Okay. Trevor, you good? If you're still copying, finish copying. If you're done, look ahead to number 9 and start thinking about what the first thing we're going to do is. Seven. No, negative 6. Negative 6. All right. Listen, I'm almost done. I need you to stay with me. Samik, control yourself. Maybe I should let your mama listen to the recording. How many times I have to say Samik?
I was gonna say you should start.
All right. What should I do first? Distribute. I'm going to distribute, yes? What's 9 times m? Minus 27. Guys, up here now. Shut your mouths. All right, you're exactly right. Remember, I want to simplify each side first. Part of simplifying is combining like terms. So on that left side together, Samik, shut your mouth and pay attention. 9m and 3m gives me what? 12m. Now I'm to the point where I have a variable on either side and I can't do anything else on one side by itself. There you go. How do you know you're moving 7m and not 12m? 7 is smaller. That's exactly right. So whenever I get to this point, I move the 7 and not the 12. All right. Oh, I forgot my line here. What is 12m minus 7m? 5m. Yes or no? What do I do now? Add 27. These numbers are getting kind of big, right? Gross. But you can use your calculator. The left side, I got, what do I have on the left side, Smee? Smee. Just what? What's it equal? Divide 5 on both sides. That's exactly right. No, thank you. All right. Here. I hope that's not what I think in your lap, because if that's the case, it's an automatic write-up. So pay attention. All right. Because your phone is not in its numbered pocket, which means that's warning number 1. All right, look at number 11. What numbers changed? Uh-uh. Number 6. All right, 5x minus, this is the last one I'm going to do with you before I set you loose on your own. This is about as hard as it's going to get right now, okay? But this really gets kind of sticky for us, okay? All right. I know y'all are getting restless because I've been up here for a really long time and I'm trying to stop. Max.
Oh.
Now, tell me this. Y'all look carefully at this one. Okay, it looks like I distribute, right? And you're right, but I don't have anything. It's a 1. That's exactly right. It's a 1. Look, it doesn't look like I have anything to distribute, but because of the parentheses there, I need to distribute something, yes? So I'm going to distribute here a -1 through, okay? So watch what happens. Chris, what do you think I get? 5x what? What do I get? Some 8. When I listen, some of you are off having your own conversations and doing your own little things. You need to be paying attention. This is important. I'm not standing up here because I need to know how to do this because, shocker, I already know. Shh. Negative what? Negative x. Now when I distribute, that's exactly right. It's going to be plus 18 because I've got a negative times another negative, right? Which is going to give me a positive. All right, look at the other side. 6. Now when I distribute here, negative 2x. Good job. The sign follows it, right? So minus 2x. And now, when I go to that last one, what is negative 2 times 15? Negative 30, right? Negative 30. Now look, what did we say we do? We simplify each side first, right? All right. What is 5x's minus 1x? Minus. If you've got 5 and take 1 away, 4x, that's right, plus 18 equals, now on this side, I only have 1x here, right? That's negative 2x. But I do have a 6 and a negative 30, which would give me what? But it's, you're right, it's 24, but it's negative 24. So minus 24. All right, are we ready to solve it? Are we ready to get everything on the same side? Almost, right? Trevor says we're not quite there yet. Why are we not quite there yet? We've still got 2 x's in it. I can only have 1 x before I solve, right? So I need to get them together. Why are you choosing negative 2x? It's the smallest. So to move this one, what do I need to do? Add 2x, right? Positive 2x. If I do it here, I got to do it here. Put it under the other x so you remember what goes with what. Thank you. Thank you, Max. Thank you. 4x plus 2x is what? We do the opposite. So I get 6x plus 18 equals negative 24. All right.
Did you realize what you just said?
Pay attention.
You had them talk.
Samit. Samit, shut your mouth. We're going to get the x by itself. So we do the addition subtraction first, right? So here, what do I move? Subtract 18, right? I would definitely get out my calculator for this because this one's kind of hard to do in your head. I got 6x equals, what's negative 24 minus 18? Negative 42. If I multiply, yes, it would become a positive, but I'm subtracting. All right. Now what? Divide by 6. That's exactly right. What do you get? Negative 7. Okay. Let me tell